Here we go. Welcome, guys, to the newest episode of the GamingForFools podcast. Always with my host, Eric.
What it do?
What it do? It's episode 12 of GamingForFools. So, new state of play. This is probably the best state of play Sony has released yet. So, Eric, what do you think?
It's fucking the best show they've came out with, for sure. I finally came out the show with some games that I want, that I really look forward to.
Me too. I mean, everyone's been talking about RE4 since that leak. The Wesker voice actor leaked it on Twitter, and then he immediately deleted it because he's a dumbass.
What a fucking dumbass!
Just like Wesker is in the game. So perfect role. And so he leaked it. I mean, it was like last year, maybe around wintertime. He leaked it, and then he finally got the trailer, and it's looking pretty good. We're changing some things here. I saw. I think it was maybe Ashley as a playable character. It was a woman in a red coat. Maybe it was Ada. Who knows? But we saw gameplay.
Yeah, it might have been Ada. I'm not sure though.
Could have been Ada. Could have been Ashley. But we're definitely gonna get what seems like a second playthrough, right? Just how a lot of the contemporary games have been doing like dual playthroughs. They're gonna be doing that with this game as well, or unless it's like a little like isolated segment. But yeah, it was looking so good, and the tone, the presentation, the music. The only thing I want is just more gameplay. I want to see a little 5-minute section of this game.
What they might show it in the next week for the whole like Summer Game Fest. They might show gameplay about it, but yeah, I'm happy that we're actually getting like this to be confirmed. It's always been rumored, but there's never been confirmation that it's actually like okay, that it's being made. So they didn't show any gameplay, but they just like showed you like, hey, it is being made. We're doing it. That's it.
Right, like for sure we saw in-game cutscenes running in real time, but we didn't. I don't think we saw any moment to moment. Maybe it was masked behind like no HUD and something like that, but it was looking pretty good from what we saw. So the fact that Sony started this presentation off with RE4 is just such a fucking ballsy move on their end. And yet I was watching it. I was watching it on Twitch, and the chat just fucking exploded. Like it's just you couldn't read it anymore. It was going.
I read a comment that said like either this will be the most loved game or this will be the most hated game, just because this is probably like people, like a lot of people's favorite, like Resident Evil, that they would consider like their favorite. That always gets fucking. I feel like this is the game that is always like in every system. You could probably like find this game on the Game Boy, and it's fucking made in that point.
It's very much like Skyrim in that way, where it's been ported like 15 times.
Yeah, it's like Skyrim, where like hey, it's in every fucking console. Everyone's in a toaster. Like it's a lot of people's beloved game, so it's either gonna be like loved or hated. But I'm really excited about it.
Absolutely. I mean, this is one of the most cherished horror games and games of all time, and this game was really transformative of the horror genre. A lot of games took heavy influence from this game after its release. Like if it wasn't for RE4, we wouldn't have Dead Space and countless other horror games stemming from this game.
This is like, it's not a remaster, right? It's a remake.
No, it's
right?
a remake. It's a big difference. Remaster would be 4K, 60 FPS, new, polished, in terms of code, whatever, etc. But this is a remake. This is a ground up using a new engine. It's a remake.
What's cool is for Resident Evil Village and Resident Evil 4, they're both gonna have PSVR 2 supported, which is really cool.
Yeah, they're gonna be making use of the face hat, which I'm fucking looking at right here in my room, and I've used it. I spent a decent amount of time with it, and god damn, it's so fun. The perspective and like, there's that field of depth that you don't get from playing a lot of games, and it's a completely different perspective.
Hey.
It's incredibly immersive, and god damn, it's fun, man. It's fun.
Wait, am I tripping that there hasn't been RE7 DLC, right?
RE7 DLC.
The Resident Evil Village, there hasn't been DLC, right?
Hey BB.
They should be working on that soon, if anything.
Oh yeah, wait, I mean, well, RE8, not RE7.
RE8.
RE8, yeah.
RE8, because for sure 7 does, because with that Chris DLC. 8,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure they're working on something, because RE8 came out, almost a year ago, coming up on October. So,
It's
I
been
mean,
fucking long for a
it's over-
DLC, God.
it's been a while already, so they should be announcing something soon, maybe in this new quote unquote E3 that's coming up in a week. So we should be hearing for something if they have something ready in the next week.
It'd be weird for Village, like, DLC to come out before, like, after RE4 already came out. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, because I mean, RE4 is coming out March 2023, so I mean they're kind of running out of time.
Yeah, next year,
They should really hit it this year Q4. So either from September to the end of the year, that's like really their golden like time, right, to launch that DLC if they have one ready.
Mm.
But we know for a fact they're doing a PSVR port of 8, so we're gonna see that for
Village,
sure.
yeah, they're doing a PSVR port.
So that's gonna be fun, because I actually
Which is
I can
cool
actually
because a
play
lot of
that.
people were saying like RE7 was really good, and part of the reason why was because it was VR, and it was like, so there was whether Capcom's return to like try to return back to horror, and then you add that with VR. That's why a lot of people loved RE7 because they were like fucking scary and shit.
Yeah, it's
Um,
a complete change of perspective.
Yeah, so people were wondering why didn't RE Village have that? Well, now I guess technically it's getting it. So if you're looking for that, that's you're getting it now.
Exactly, and I mean these games are fucking terrifying. I was watching some clips of mine of RE2 remake and RE7, and it's a fucking terrifying game, man. I mean, they're really bringing back that genre and inspiring other developers to do the same. Like we saw that Dead Space remake. It's looking fucking incredible. And then what's that new game that was just announced? The Callisto Protocol. Like that game I thought was fucking Dead Space, but it's apparently a whole entirely new IP.
Yeah,
Looking
a
so
lot of people in
fucking
the
good.
chat were putting like Dead Space. Dead Space,
Me,
Dead
I mean
Space.
too. I was like yelling the fucking TV like Dead Space, and then turned out to be a completely different IP.
Mm.
That game looks fucking good, dude.
It's not Dead Space, but it's the ex-developers of Dead Space that
So
are
it-
making it.
So in
Huh?
all intents and purposes, it's like a spiritual successor.
Yeah, it's like a spiritual successor. It's like what's that fucking game called that came out from the Left 4 Dead people? Back for Blood.
Oh right, yeah, Back for Blood, right.
Yeah, the people that made Left 4 Dead made fucking Back for Blood. That's basically like what's happening with this.
Yeah, it's like keeping the essence of the game alive, but under new characters, new license, that kind of thing.
Yeah, new lore and new stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean
I'm
Just from
excited
the-
because I never played Dead Space. So
I played the first 5 hours of Dead Space and I fucking scared quit. It was just too much, dude.
it was too really.
Yeah, it was fucking terrifying, man. It played like RE4, but in space with futuristic weapons, and it was fucking terrifying. I mean, the tone, the sound design, the weapons, like difficulty, it was fucking terrifying.
I have it. I haven't played it. I have it on Xbox One.
The problem is, it's not backwards compatible for PlayStation users, and also there's not a remaster or a remake until just recently announced the new one. So, I mean, if you do have a PS3, Xbox One, then you could play it there. But fuck, you have to get
No,
up to
yeah,
it
I
out.
have it on Xbox. I have it on Xbox One, and I only booted up like the first 5 minutes because I was busy. I had to do something else, but I wanted to see real quick. I played it. Damn, dude, it's so like, how do I say?
I'm
It looks
sure.
grainy.
Oh yeah, grainy.
Yeah, like it really looks like a 360 game.
Yeah,
how
it's-
I
it-
used to feel like.
It's got that sepia tone, kind of dark, like brown tint to it that a lot of games of the period had.
Hmm.
I mean, from what I played, dude, it was fucking amazing. But I just put it down because I'm a fucking giant pussy.
Right.
But goddamn, dude, woo-wee! So besides the Callisto Protocol, RE4, Spider-Man for PC was announced. They're dropping it. I think it already came out, right? Today?
Yeah, Spider-Man Remastered for PC. It's coming out. It hasn't came out yet, but it's coming out. I forgot when.
It
I
was
think it's in, like,
September.
August?
September, I think.
September, really?
September or August.
I think I remember seeing like somewhere in August, but yeah, like I don't know what's up with Sony, and I kind of like it that they're like um they're still exclusive, but they're branching out to like people that have PC, so people that didn't like don't want to get a PlayStation or whatever, they're putting their PS4 games on Steam now. They did it with God of War, and they did it with what's the other one? Horizon?
Horizon. They've done Death Stranding.
Death Stranding, yeah.
What else have they done? Uncharted, the more recent ones.
Oh, Uncharted, you're right. Uncharted, that's what I was thinking of.
They're really dipping into the PC market with the exclusives, and I'm completely fine with that. I mean, there's more money for PlayStation. It's more people to be that much more enticed to get a PS5, PS4. So it's ultimately a good thing.
It means more chances of a sequel because they're buying said person's game.
Exactly. I mean, the PC
instead of
market
it
is
just being
fucking
exclusive to one platform.
Exactly. And then the PC market being so big, I mean, it's a win-win. More people get to play great games and more money for them. So why not?
I think what they're still gonna be doing though is like maybe not release it at the same time as PS5, but like still have it released on PS5, PS4, whatever, and then like do what they're doing now, like couple months, maybe a year, then it comes out on PC.
Right.
So like you still have that incentive of like, if I want to play it now, I have to get it on PlayStation, but if I want to play it on Steam, I gotta wait a little bit.
At the time of this recording, Sony has yet to release a PlayStation exclusive day one on PS4 and 5 and PC all on the same day. That hasn't been done yet.
I think that's intentional. I think that's intentional.
I think so because they gotta create incentive to get their platform first and foremost, and then after a year, 6 months, they can then port it over to PC.
And I think they do that because it's like after a year, after a month or a month or two, people stop caring about like that certain game until whatever DLC comes like to it.
Yeah, especially if it's single player.
Yeah, especially if it's single player. Like these way, like if it doesn't have DLC, whatever, I'm not fucking playing the game again. But at least with this, it's kind of like you bring back attention to the game again. You're just releasing it, making it look a little bit more prettier, but all you're doing is just releasing it again, and then it gets more attention again.
Exactly. I feel like Death Stranding, I think that game was out for maybe 2 years, and then it was ported over, and then they started doing God of War, and then all the other games. But it's definitely been like at least a year to 2 years before they put it over to PC. So I don't think it's a big worry for Sony. I mean, they're just doing it just for extra cash, but I think it's fine. I don't really mind the fact that they're just sharing their games to other platforms.
They're doing a Death Stranding too, right?
Yeah, the Walking Dead guy just he just accidentally
leaked it,
dude.
Reedus, that's what it was.
Yeah.
I think I remember seeing either Yonga like make a video about it or make a tweet about it where it's like, I know a lot of people fucking hated it, but I personally I loved it. So I know he's excited.
Man, I fell asleep playing that fucking game on stream. It was fucking embarrassing, and the chat had to wake me up, and they're like telling me to wake up and stuff, and then I fell asleep playing that game. I couldn't get past the 10-hour mark. I was just getting so sleepy and so bored playing that game. I put the game down for like 6 months, and I picked it back up, and I finished it. I poured another like 30-40 hours into it. I'm glad I did, but I don't know if I could recommend the game to anyone, like even like hardcore Kojima fans like myself. It's just the first 10 hours are so grueling and boring.
Well, was it fulfilling the last 30, or was it like I'm just doing this?
The story picked up, so did the gameplay. So you got these tools and gears that made it easier for you to go point A to B, like vehicles, like motorcycles, trucks. You got better boots and more capacity for holding weight, so you could hold your balance better. So these things made it easier for you to actually play the game. But before that, you were just walking point A to B, and you had to do all these little micromanaging and all that stuff. It just made it extremely tedious and boring. But after the 10-hour mark, you get all these tools and it helps you out. And it just made the game smoother.
Mm-hmm.
And the story was getting better, so I had more incentive.
Did you understand the story by the end of it?
Yeah, as much as you could any fucking Kojima game.
Any Kojima game?
You know, like half, like 50%. I mean,
there was that dude like fucking smoking a bong anytime he makes fucking stories.
I swear to God.
Anytime he makes a story, it's like, alright, wait up, let me just smoke this fucking, let me do some LSD real quick.
Hell yeah, dude, it's just the shit. It's crazy shit. But I mean, there are certain segments in that game that are really fucking good. Like the parts, it's a minor spoiler, but there's a part where you're getting haunted by the ghost of this man who wants something from you, and so he basically teleports you to a part of his life. And there's like 3 or 4 sections of this, and his memories or mementos are in the battlefield. So you get sent back in time. It like maybe to some conflict. I don't know what time period it is, I forgot, but it's incredibly interesting and it's fucking visually striking. It completely changes the flow and the look of the game for like, I don't know, an hour or so every time, and that's like probably the best part of the game for me. Really good. But
I mean I don't think I don't know. That's the one game that I just see like trailers of it and it's like, nah, I'm gonna fucking die.
Like I don't watch YouTube walkthroughs of games ever. I don't. I just look at a game and I decide then and there if I'm gonna buy it or not. But with this game, I almost would recommend you to watch a YouTube playthrough just because it's gonna be an easier time. It's gonna be an easier time. So if you're interested, watch the first 5 hours or whatever it is, and then if you're really interested and you're really patient and you want a game that you could unwind to that's like very mechanically sparse, then sure, give it a shot. But if you're looking for something like in the Metal Gear vein, you're gonna be disappointed for sure.
I just fucking watch my UPS worker fucking do their job and I'll get the same experience.
Just order something from Amazon. You'll be fucking waiting there and you'll have your fucking personal Norman Reedus lookalike come to your doorstep and steal your package.
What the fuck did he drink again in the game?
Monster. He drinks fucking Monster. He puts Monster in the canteen and he fucking drinks it like it's fucking water, dude.
I remember that.
So incredibly dangerous. And his fucking shit and piss are weapons. It's really weird.
After they showed that, well, the only game that came out to me besides like that was Street Fighter 6, which I am extremely excited. The game looks fucking realistic. It comes out on all platforms, which the issue with like Street Fighter 5 before was like a Sony kind of like, they didn't buy Capcom, but they were helping them. They were giving them the money to make Street Fighter 5. So doing that, it made Street Fighter 5 just only PlayStation. You could only get it on PlayStation, or you could only get it on PC. If you had an Xbox, well, fucking too bad. Whatever, you ain't getting it. So now for Street Fighter 6, the new one, it's every platform's getting it. The PC, PS4, PS5, not the Xbox One for some reason, but the Series X, the Series X, those are getting it. So, it looks really cool. There's for some reason they showed an open world. Like, for some reason a fighting game has an open world gameplay. That's a little weird. But yeah, I think they're gonna show more gameplay around, probably like during the E3 event. And if not, they're gonna do it for like, Evo. But, really excited about it. The graphics look real, like good, because they're using the RE engine, which, if you played any of the Resident Evil games that have been coming out, that engine they use is really good. Like a lot of the characters look fucking so good. But yeah, they gave a lot of mechanics of what the game will have, and they didn't give a release date besides 2023. But Yeah, really excited. Finally, a new Street Fighter is coming out after like 7 years. It's really cool.
Yeah, the first thing I noticed right away is that Ryu looks like fucking albino Hulk for some reason. Like,
Yeah,
and a beard. He got a beard.
yeah. The
So
issue
fucking
with
weird.
the issue with the Street Fighter games
He took
is
up bodybuilding for a sec.
the issue with the Street Fighter games is that they were always afraid to like change Ryu. They were always afraid to change Chun-Li. They always dressed the same. They always looked the same. Even after every like series, they would just keep the same look. And it's like, why? Why don't you like give Ryu a
That's right.
beard? Like make him look older. Make Chun look older. Like why do they
Right,
still look the
right.
same after
That's a
fucking
good
30
point.
years?
They're like the Simpsons.
Yeah, it's like the Simpsons. So now now Chun looks a bit older. They changed the design. Ryu now has a beard. Fucking looks like like albino Hulk.
And meanwhile, MK changes their look every fucking
Yeah,
game.
every series.
Every game.
That's what people were complaining about. It's like, why is it that the main characters are always like looking exactly the fucking same?
Good point.
The coolest part about a fighting game is like seeing a character like in the next game, like, oh shit, they look so different. Like, what the fuck? So yeah, they gave a lot of details of what it's gonna be, of what mechanics it'll have, but they'll probably talk more about it and they'll show more gameplay footage this E3 most likely. Or the Summer Games Fest.
Yeah, fucking Ryu and Chris Redfield are hitting the same fucking gym because they're fucking
fucking punching boulders together and shit.
albino Hulks. Like, what's up with that? But what struck me interesting is the game has a hub world, and it looks like, mistake me if I'm wrong, if it's got some kind of customizing character customization, and it's got like it's giving me like a weird kind of Destiny social world vibe.
Yeah, well, so from what I can't, no, I mean, this is all speculation because I don't think it's been confirmed, but there's a hub world of like, I guess what they're doing, and again, I just speculating just from seeing what the trailer, is that you can make your own generic man, your own generic character, and then you could just like walk around the world and like I don't know if there's gonna be like an adventure game or some shit, but I know for sure what they're doing is like you get to use your own creative character, and like if you walk to this section of the corner, this is where you go for the training mode. If you walk to this section of the corner, this is where you play offline mode. If you go to this section of the corner, this is the online mode. So that's how you get to like the different modes of the game. So I imagine that's what they're doing. That's the point of the hub world. But I don't think anyone knows if they're actually making like an adventure game or some shit. I don't know. I don't know. That's something that again they're probably gonna show at Summer Games, or I know they're gonna show it this year because it's coming out next year. And for some reason, every Street Fighter game usually comes out like around like February. It always comes out every February, so that's why people are thinking like, oh, it says 2023, but most likely it'll be like February 23.
But they didn't give out a quarter.
Yeah,
So
they didn't give a cue.
it
It's
could
the
be-
2023, so I don't know.
It could be first quarter, second quarter. We don't even know.
Mm.
So yeah,
But yeah,
it's gonna have some
excited
weird
about it.
social mechanics, and I could definitely some fucking microtransactions for sure. But yeah, it's looking good. I'm interested. What it would be so cool if they did kind of like a Call of Duty Zombies thing, where if every fight location in that game was like walkable and explorable and all connected in one giant world. You know what I mean? That would be really cool. Like no fighting game has ever done
I honestly
that.
don't know what they're doing with the single player. I have no idea.
I mean, do they typically have some in those games?
God no.
Hmm.
The Street Fighter 5 got like so much flack and that was probably the worst $60 that I spent in my fucking life was because
Mine was just
they got shitted on fucking the people from Capcom got shitted on so much because when Street Fighter 5 came out, all the game had was just training mode and then online mode. It had no single player. It didn't have anything. It just had fucking just training mode and online. And then the day the game came out, the online didn't work for about. You couldn't even get into the game. You couldn't like play online because the servers weren't working. The servers were down for like about a week. So people were going like, damn, I really paid $60 just to play what, training mode? That's it?
Yikes.
So you had to wait until after a week they fixed it. And then for months it didn't have any single player content, so
That's why you don't. That's why you don't buy games day one.
yeah, that's what people were saying, that like, wow, dude, this is fucking, I really paid 60 for what? To not even be able to play the damn game. Like, it just feels like a beta test. Like, we're just beta testing the fucking game.
$60 beta? Jesus.
Yeah. So that's why that's why Capcom got like so much flack, that now that you're seeing single player content, that's why people are going like, finally, I think they're actually taking this shit serious.
Yeah, they should be taking notes from fucking NetherRealms, because those guys know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, dude, fucking, that's probably like the only fighting game people that I recommend you get their games, because they actually have like content. They have like a story. They have all this bullshit.
Yeah, just don't buy their microtransactions. That's it. Don't feed the troll.
Yeah, I don't know why they started doing that, but I want to say it's probably like Warner Brothers, but I don't know.
So going from AAA game, let's take it all the way back to an indie. So
wait.
Indie...
I want to mention something real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
It's because I just saw before we started doing this. There's a certain Street Fighter tweet that came out, where like Ryu's doing an uppercut to like Chun-Li and is showing like her skeleton or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ed Boon quote retweeted that saying, I like somebody tweeted like that Ryu doing the uppercut and then Chun-Li doing like the skeleton, and some guy put like, oh look, Ryu's doing a fatality, LOL. And then Ed Boon retweeted that like, if only you guys knew how, like, the conversations we had to try to make, MK versus Street Fighter a thing. Maybe one day I'll be able to tell the story of like how close we were.
Damn.
So in another world that was made. It's just, I know the issue is just like, a lot of people want that to happen, but the issue is that they not only do they both play completely different, but it's also the idea that Capcom or whatever company MK does a versus with, the other company has to be okay with their characters being like beheaded, being ripped apart, like yeah, like if Capcom lets MK interact with Street Fighter, they have to be okay with like Ryu getting his head ripped off or like fucking split in half, and that's I know that's the issue. That's like, it's hard for a company to be like, okay, you can go ahead and kill our characters, we don't mind that. So hopefully one day Ed Boon tells the story of like, how close they were, but yeah, in another universe that game was made.
He got blueballed in games development. That sucks.
Yeah, so that's right. I'm hoping one day it's talked about. I don't know.
There's a couple issues with this. I mean, I fucking want this to happen. It would be fucking great. But there's a couple issues. So, tone. One game is M-rated, the other one isn't.
Yes,
so it's obviously
one's M-rated, one's T-rated. Yeah.
Automatically, there's going to be a disconnect. Second, like you said, they play completely differently. And then 3, there's licensing. And it's kind of like how Disney would never had a violent character do something like one of the characters do something completely crazy or violent until Winnie the Pooh, his license was put into the public domain. Now
until
we're seeing a fucking
Winnie
the Pooh fucking horror movie.
Dude, like, I read a description of, because the people making the movie are telling people about like what the movie's gonna have. Dude, it said like the beginning of the movie or like somewhere around the movie that Winnie the Pooh and Piglet are gonna be eating Eeyore. Nice. I'm like, what is happening?
Let's fucking see this movie, dude.
I know, me too. Either this will be like a really great horror movie, or this will be like a fucking. I feel like this can either be, this could be a good horror movie, or this could be like a shitty horror movie that's still fun to watch.
Exactly.
Either way, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Dude, well, first of all, is that a fucking mask? Does his whole fucking head move like a actual
No, I know.
entity?
As far as I know, I think it's a mask. 'Cause the one
Ah,
for Piglet, I think the one for Piglet looks like a fucking mask. No, 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 no. So I remember reading the no, I think it's like it'll move because the description they gave in the beginning for that movie was Christopher Robin gave them away, and because I guess Christopher Robin was going to college or whatever, he got tired of the toys, and after so long, you know, somehow they were brought back to life, and now they fucking feel like murdering people. That was how like a little bit how the description went. I went like, okay, that's a fucking description, I guess. But I don't know why the fuck they eating Eeyore fucking alive, but
fucking why not? He's a fucking, what is he, a mule? Fucking pony? I don't know what the fuck he is.
yeah, I actually a donkey.
Horse meat?
I think
Donkey, yeah.
I think it's a donkey. Yeah.
Jackass. I mean, I'm fucking watching that day one. I don't give a shit. I'll give him a shot. Why not? But
I'm excited for that movie.
back to the Street Fighter thing. I mean, yeah, it's just tonal difference, gameplay difference. It's just completely different markets. So, I mean, I would love to hear that story. That's a fucking great
Yeah,
story to
Street
tell.
Street Fighter is more Japanese because it's made from
Right,
Japan, and then
and
Mortal Kombat is made by
It's
the
American.
Americans.
Oh, that's also a good point.
Yeah.
Different region. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a language barrier. So that's why it's like, it's something people have always wanted, but it's just, it's there's a lot of stuff that just would go.
It's gonna be hard to
through
pull
it
off,
that-
language barrier.
Yeah.
But
And like I said, it's the thing that, and I feel like that'll always be the most complicated is that not only do they play completely different, but it's like, you know they have to agree on like, all right, so we're making this game. Is it gonna play like more like Mortal Kombat, or is it gonna play more like Street Fighter?
Something in the middle?
And if, yeah, like somehow we have to make it fit in the middle,
and
or
a
if
piece of both
not,
crowds.
and then if not, you guys have to be okay with our characters killing you, because if we make a game, if we make an MK versus Street Fighter and we don't make it like T-rated and we don't like, our characters don't kill you, a lot of people are gonna be mad because it's like, what the hell? This is a Mortal Kombat game and there's no like fatalities.
Or they can take
So-
the what is it, Mortal Kombat versus DC route and tone
Yeah,
down the
but
fatalities.
People hate it, but that game got so much shitted on. 'Cause
Oh,
it
it's
was, like,
true.
It was one of the
True.
most hated games. It was one of the most hated games that they produced because it's like, it was cool seeing Scorpion and Batman fight, but then you see like the fatalities and it's like, dude, this is not an MK game.
Right. Yeah,
So,
it's true.
so that's why
How
it's
do
like,
you do that?
so that's why, I'm hoping Ed Boon told the story one day, and it's cool that he told people about it, but, dude, one could dream that would actually happen one day.
That'd be fucking great. So what didn't you like from the State of Play? I mean, it's a fucking great show, but for me, it's not a perfect show. What didn't you like from the show?
I guess it should have been longer. There should have been more like different games. What was it, like 30 minutes or some shit?
About 30 minutes.
I can't say I really hated it that much because I got Street Fighter 6 and I got Resident Evil, which are like two series that I really like. And then they showed off Final Fantasy 16, which, I mean, I'm not like the biggest Final Fantasy fan, but it's there. It's there. I'll try it. I'll see if I try it because I want to try Final Fantasy 7.
Get some REM
Protocol they showed that, which I mean the Dead Space people.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll give that a try. They showed a weird anime game which I have zero interest. I think it
I
was
was
like
on the
they said
phone
it was like
for
a
that
dating game. I think
It was
said it was like a
half
sim.
dating, half action.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking so you get a fucking jack off, and then when you're done, you get back to the action, and you feel like jacking off, go back to the dating. It's boy.
That feels like one of those
everything.
games. That feels like one of those games where they were making state of play and they were like, fuck, we need to make we're like
You need to
short.
appease the weebs.
Yeah, no, more so than like, we need to show off a game because we're barely hitting like the 20-minute mark. What else do we fucking show? Anime game? Alright, let's get that anime game. Just put it there so we can extend the time. So those three are the only ones that I'm interested in. Everything else was just meh. Spider-Man coming to PC is cool, but I mean, I already played it. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
That's basically my complaints about it. That I wish it was longer. I wish there was more stuff shown, but hopefully they show more in summer games.
For me it's a very minor thing. I didn't really care for most of the anime inspired games just because I don't really that's not really my thing. And then secondly, I wish there was a couple more indies. I love indie games. I do. I'm playing some right now, and I don't know. It's a great refresher. It's a great palate cleanser between AAA games or just coming in and out of gaming. So I wish I had seen a little more, but overall, really fucking good show. The best
Yeah,
that we've seen
yeah.
so far from State of Play, and yeah, this is their fucking new standard now. But also, you gotta mention that they have to be better with communication and tempering expectations. If they're gonna have a fucking PSVR State of Play, they gotta announce that ahead of time before having everyone hoping for that Bloodborne remaster or the Last of Us Factions.
I kind of. Alright, that's the only thing I could complain about actually was that I kind of wish they would like announce their state of plays maybe like a week ahead, not like these fucking like 2 days before the event or whatever. I've never been a fan of that. I want them to do it like a fucking week before. But that's basically my complaint.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, we're gonna be getting some more information real soon in about
In
7
a
days.
week. In a
1
week.
week.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
Hell yeah. So moving on, we got the PS Plus. It's depending on what you played and what you haven't, your taste, it's gonna be either a solid month or a really good month, or a shit month. So
I have to say something about a certain game once you
Go
get
ahead.
to it.
So
No, once you get to it, once you get to it.
first game, God of War. If you haven't played it, play it. It's influenced by games like Bloodborne and like the Dark Souls games. It plays fast, but the difficulty's increased, and yeah, play it. It's incredibly cinematic. There's no shot, there's no cuts. It's a beautiful game. That's the first game. Second game is Nickelodeon All Stars Brawl.
Alright, let me get to that. Okay. So gameplay wise, it's a very fast if you know anything about like Smash Bros. Melee, a lot of the people like the game competitively because of how fast the game is. And everyone's fucking moving, they're wave dashing, they're going fast. Very fast game, very enjoyable, probably one of the most popular like games that's streamed out there. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl is probably one of the worst things I bought with my money. I fucking hate it so much. And I'm only saying this because the game had so much hype, because it was like, oh, cool, Nickelodeon's making their own Smash Brothers, and the gameplay looks fucking sick. Like, oh my god, this looks cool. And then the gameplay video comes out of the game, and they're like, and there's no audio. SpongeBob's not talking, Patrick's not talking. There's no voices, there's nothing.
In
And
the
it's
game.
like, there's no voices in the game, and everyone's like, oh, this is like a preview. So most likely, they're gonna add. Obviously, they're gonna add the voices later. Game comes out, no voices, no one's talking. SpongeBob's
my
not talking.
God.
None of the characters are talking.
So it's just
And
punches.
all you hear in the game is all you hear is this
What the
for
fuck?
like punches and kicks. That's all you fucking hear. And then you look at the menu, the UI. It looks like it's a fucking. This was made like fucking in $10 and shit. The game got so much hype. It was hyped so much, like crazy, by so many influencers. And then when the game came out, the game died in a week, because it was like, the game's fun, it's enjoyable, it's fast, and that's really good. But A, the music is fucking boring as shit. B, the game is probably one of the most quiet games ever, because no one's talking. There's no audio in the game besides punches and kicks.
It's the opposite of a woman.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. And then there's like barely, like, there's no single player content. So it's like, it's just you're playing offline and you're playing ranked. And that's the consistent of the only thing that you're doing in that game. So if you don't enjoy playing with other people and you're expecting the single player content, if you're expecting like an overall good $60 package, do not buy this game. But if it's coming out free, get it, enjoy it. But so just wanted to say that is probably one of the worst $60 I've ever spent in my life. And yeah, I wanted to go on a rant how much I hated the fucking. I loved the game for the first 2 days, and then a week I realized, damn, I feel like I'm playing a $10 game right now.
Jesus, how much did it cost you?
$60.
Fuck, and if you're on PS5, 70. God damn.
And I played the game for 2 days, and I was so pissed because it was like, wow,
Whoever,
the game had so much potential and fucking died.
Whoever took the money to influence civilians to buy that game should fucking delete their YouTube account, their fucking social medias, and just never make content again. You fucking sellouts. It's just like when Cyberpunk was released and everyone was talking about it. It was like people, I'm not gonna say who, you mentioned one of the names this podcast, but someone took money from that fucking company, CD Projekt Red, and they said it's like a dream game, and the game was, you know how it came out, you know, we all know how Cyberpunk came out. People were just walking that game up and down. But
apparently you still can't get it. I think you still can't get it on PS4. Actually,
I think they brought it back.
They brought it back.
Yeah, it was probably recently, like within the last couple months. But
did they fix the game?
They did a big patch, but I don't know. I don't have the game. Never bought it. I'll probably buy it like in a year.
Yeah, me too. I want to try it because I know it has like, I know it's the people that say that they played it. That it's good when it works. When it works, it's really good. It's just the issue that when it works, that's the biggest issue.
The game has elements of GTA. It's got elements of like Watch Dogs and Deus Ex. Like it's got elements of great games that I love, and it's right up my asshole. But I just don't want to dish out money to developers who don't give a fuck about their games and who lie. That's the issue. So like again,
the issue is that they didn't know when they made that video and they were like, "Oh, we didn't know it was gonna come out like that." Like, yes, you did.
It did.
How did you not? They said something about like when we tested the Xbox One version, it was working. We didn't experience any issue. Like, shut the fuck up. How? If you boot up the Xbox One version, yeah, the second you boot up the Xbox One, the PS4 version, you can literally see like the amount of graphical glitches. Like, how did you see that the first 10 minutes of the game? Like, they definitely lied their ass off.
Of course. But people still bought it. Because, I mean, this is why I keep saying it. Don't pre-order games. Don't buy day one. Watch, just form your own opinion. And then speak with your wallet. Don't fucking pre-order games day one anymore. Just don't. Don't do it. You're giving money to developers like CD Projekt Red who just release trash, broken games. You know, GTA the remasters, same thing. And all they show is screenshots. People lose their fucking minds. Game comes out broken, and then you spend $60-$70 on fucking a beta. So just don't fucking buy day one. Wait a fucking week. Wait 3 days. And then form your own opinion.
There's very few people I trust on like day ones, but yeah, buying day one is fucking risky.
You can't even trust fucking some YouTubers now because they get bought out. So like again, form your own opinion. Let's see. So that's pretty much it for the show. We covered everything here. I don't think there's much to add. Yeah. Any closing thoughts?
Do I have any thoughts? No, not really. Just
any thoughts
you guys
in the area?
Make sure. Yeah. Around this time, there's probably like a couple thoughts on it. Probably a couple thoughts. I probably have a couple thoughts in the corner.
How much?
But no, I don't have any thoughts. But just besides, make sure you guys tune in next week because Summer Games Fest. June 9th. When is it? Hold up. It is on a Thursday. So next Thursday. Another new video for you guys to come out. Hopefully we can record around that time. And yeah, a lot of stuff that's gonna be shown. It's supposed to be like the replacement of E3, so hoping like a lot of cool stuff come out.
Big news.
I don't think it'll be as big as E3, but
no.
you know, it's still a show that they according to Jeff, promises to show like big stuff. So
He's lying.
um,
It's
oh, they're showing Gotham Knights, I guess.
Oh,
If people are excited for that. Did you see
yeah.
gameplay about that?
I did. I saw some recently.
Yeah.
It looks. I like the Arkham games a lot, and beating up a bunch of New York thugs, in like in a dark noir setting with friends. It's got potential.
I saw the
So-
gameplay video of it, dude. That shit looks fucking.
It looks like another Arkham game.
garbage. It looks fucking
I
garbage.
didn't think it looked bad. Here's the thing. I wouldn't play this game since it doesn't have like Batman or any like immediate characters that I care about. I wouldn't play it alone. Like, if I don't have a buddy to play with, I'm not buying it. But if I
My
play with
issue
like
with the
you or
game-
someone,
My issue with the game is, and that's a lot of people are complaining about it, is like, you know how when you're Batman and you're fighting like multiple people, like on the Arkham games, and you know how like he flies around, you know, like
the fucking dumb move where he jumps 20 feet. He
and then
rolls.
like he'll punch someone here, and then he'll like
You could chain it.
fly over to the other screen to go for the punch.
Mhm.
Like, you know, it looks stupid, but it looks fluid.
But it
If you
plays
see-
well, but it looks really dumb.
If you see Gotham Knight, dude, it looks fucking ugly, dude. The gameplay looks fucking nasty. I'm
So
not
it's
like,
unpolished.
it looks mega unpolished. Like,
Shit.
hoping they fix it up, but the little gameplay preview they came out for Gotham Knight, I went from like 100% wanting to buy it to probably like a 40%
Shit.
excited. It went down really bad. I was like, dude, this game looks fucking gross.
That Suicide Squad game is looking interesting though.
Yeah, okay, for sure.
Dude.
That's a must buy.
That has
for me.
potential. That has potential.
The whole of like, I don't think, because it's called Suicide Squad to Kill the Justice League. I don't think that you're actually gonna kill the Justice League, but just being able to like fight them, I think is really cool.
Hell yeah. I mean, as long as like there's some appearances from interesting characters, interesting interactions, good story, I'm in. I mean, the gameplay was looking fun. Does that one have co-op? Or is it kind of like where
fucking
you?
remember.
It's kind of like Marvel Ultimate Alliance, where like you play as one, and then you press a button, you switch over to another character.
I think it might be like that, but I don't know. I don't want to confirm. I don't know.
Still
if it's
fun,
co-op
though.
or not. Yeah, that's definitely the game I am like for sure gonna get. I am most certain because it's with the people from Rocksteady, so I am most certain that it will be a good game.
Wait, Rocksteady's making that game?
I'm pretty sure.
Holy shit!
Because the people that are making Gotham Knights, because it's still in the Arkham world apparently, but the people that make Gotham Knights are the people that made Batman or Arkham Origins.
Oh, so it's like it's a sister studio. It's not.
It's not
the Batman Arkham Asylum or Asylum.
Yeah, it's not.
team.
You know how there was like Asylum
It's
City
a side
and
company.
then they made Asylum City and Arkham
The side
Knight,
piece.
and then they made they in order they made Asylum City, and then they made that fucking by a different company Arkham Origins to give enough time for they only made that game just to give enough time for Rocksteady to make Arkham Knight. That sister company they made Arkham Origins, so now they're making this fucking Gotham Knights whatever.
Whoa! I mean, God, that makes me way more excited for this game then. If that's the case.
Suicide Squad, yeah, developer Rocksteady. Yep.
Shit, kill myself. All right. Well, that just
That'll
about
be all,
does
yeah.
it. That'll be just about it for the show. Thank you guys for watching, for chatting. Thank you, Eric. Thank you,
Let
everyone.
me know what
for-
you guys are excited about this show. By the way,
Tell us what you think. Tell us your thoughts. Give us some thoughts in your area. Thoughts and prayers.
yeah, I love thoughts.
Thoughts every day, all day. So you can follow Eric at /, replace the I with a 1. You can find me on Plus Plays on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, OnlyFans, Black People Meet, Asian Market, Farmers Market, everywhere. So yeah, check out for the streams, the TikToks, and all that bullshit. I've fucking succumbed to the algorithm, so I'm on everything.
Bless the algorithm.
Bless. TikToks are doing okay. Yeah, I got 1 follower and like 20 likes. So, but like over 500 views easily. Like, it's fucking weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's amazing.
All right.
All right, but yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you guys. Appreciate you. Take care of yourself, huh? Don't kill yourself.
Alright, bye.